Using papers for your craft is probably the most cost-effective way to make crafts, and construction paper is very easy to get. If you don't have construction paper, you can always just use a 20-pound bond paper, or you can even make your own paper if you need to. But I'm going to show you some ways to add some dimension and to make the paper crafts, like this one for example, actually stand out. We have a door that opens of the church. So you just need to think design-wise what you want your craft to look like. For this particular church, we're going to use 2 pieces of paper. The back is going to be plain, with the front part having the design on it. Again, you want to use your folder here to create a scoring line, which will help to fold the paper a lot easier, especially for younger children. If you can have this already on it, then it'll be a lot easier. I'm going to use a bone folder, and just along those lines, just take my ruler and score the lines. If you don't have a bone folder, you can use a knife that doesn't have any serrated edge on it, that's real smooth. And again, that will just slide right down. Or you can even use a paper clip just by opening it up. And anything that you can just put that along there and add a little bit of pressure, and it will start your fold for you by scoring it. So for our church here, we're going to have the children fold their lines. And they'll just fold all the way along their lines. And then for the back, they're going to do the same thing, folding along the same lines that were on the front part. Then it's very easy for them to just put it together by applying a little bit of glue on the sides, a little bit of glue at the top, holding the top down, adding their roof, and then they can put their cross on, and they have their finished church that now will sit on the table and remind them of what it is to come into God's house and to be able to worship and praise Him. A way to make your paper crafts stand up and have dimension to them are by making 2 of the exact same size pieces that have a slit cut in them, so that when you put them together, then they will actually make another piece that will look like the real thing. So what I've done is for the manger here, I've put a slit on both sides, and then when you slide the 2 slits together and you fold in the edges and put a little bit of glue. So once you give these to the children, then they'll be gluing this together on both sides. And I like to tell them to hold and count to 30. And that usually is just about enough time for the glue to set up. Then, if you add a bead of glue to the inside of it, that will just reinforce those bottom pieces so that it will stand up firmly. On this particular one, cutting some shreds of paper can now become the hay. And you can take your fingernail and kind of curl some of it. Then what you would do is you would take, because these are all little pieces that are in there, some glue and just run it over the top. That will make them all stick together. Add baby Jesus in there, and you have a manger with baby Jesus, all done from paper.